Hi guys, and welcome to today's video in which we are going to be talking about those perfumes that are just loaded with spicy, smoky, delicious notes that make sure that you are the hottest person in the room, smelling so sexy that people around you want to take off their clothes in case they can't stand the heat. So keep on watching for all the details. Make sure to check out the description box for all the information. If you like this content, please give this video a huge thumbs up, as well as feel free to subscribe to my channel, and once you're done with that, we can get started. As you can probably tell, I'm losing my voice, but I hope that is not very distractive, because today we are focusing on those confidence boosting fragrances that smell hot physically and metaphorically. So let me know which notes really give you that warm sensation. For me, those are spicy, smoke, something delicious, and also woody. So we are gonna start off with a small heat wave in Barcelona, where I first experienced Lula by Penhaligon and fell in love with this gorgeous fragrance that is inspired by desert. And it is actually a little bit contrasting, because at first it smells slightly medicinal. There is a note of olibanum, which gives it this very balsamic character. It is also slightly smoky, but then tobacco, which is sweetened by plum, comes through and it just glows on warm skin. I personally love it even on a hot summer day, but I find it's gonna be so gorgeous in the winter time. It's interesting that my best friend wears it as his signature scent, and it is very attractive. I will recommend you this perfume if you like mysterious fragrances and balsamic tones in your perfumes, but you would like something that smells really refined, a little bit dangerous, and slightly dry in texture, definitely warm, but not right away, because there are some notes that keep it a little bit cool, which is very contrasting and at the same time attractive, because it's never boring. So this is a really well done fragrance. And talking about balsamic perfumes, let's move on to something a little bit spicier and heat it up with Purple Powder by Gallagher Fragrances. And if you're not familiar with this brand, they create super powerful perfume that project intensely, and this is not an exception. Just really twisted. First, there are so many different spicy notes. I really get cinnamon in there that is melting into patchouli and amber, so it got that oriental vibe. But it's interesting that there are also some herbs and a lot of citrusy tones, which keep it bright and shiny. So there is hay, there is mandarin, vetiver, and also some balsamic tones that all together come into almost slightly savorish, powdery fragrance that smells extremely expensive, and that makes it perfect for a night out. If you're going out in the evening and you want that warm fragrance that will hug you with its yash, stay put, and just be around you all the time, that's exactly how it smells. It is not too much, yet you really will make a bold statement with this fragrance, and people will be asking, what are you wearing? So if you like the idea of mixing lots of different elements in your perfume, smelling all together very warm and attractive, I would highly recommend you this one. But just in case you prefer something a little bit more fresh and maybe floral, but you kind of feel like those type of fragrances can be hot, well, I'll prove you wrong with Jasmine Freak by Room 1015, because florals can be sizzling, and this is such a fun fragrance. So if you want to smell really sexy with a floral forward fragrance, I would recommend you to look into something with indolic notes like jasmine, maybe opulent tuberose, and sunny ylang ylang, which are all captured in this floral bouquet. Look at the color of this juice. Isn't it so mesmerizing? There's also mango in there that gives it like this tropical vibe, making you feel like you are on vacation. It's summer and you're wearing only your bikini. Sun is warming up your skin. This is a really beautiful and modern type of a floral fragrance that smells really sensual and kind of gives that feeling that someone will just lick off your juice because yeah, it's just very radiate, okay, radiating in this like solar ylang-ylang indolic way. So if you like those type of fragrances and you would like something that would be leveled up, I would recommend you this one, which you can get with my discount. But now let's get back to something darker and moodier, like a cult favorite, Lune Feline by Atelier d'Ors, with actual floating gold inside. Now, I really want to share with you a beautiful, delicious fragrance with my favorite note of vanilla, but this is not your typical edible type of cupcake gourmand. This is really refined. I would even say it is dark, because vanilla in here is not your typical one. It smells woody for sure. It got that really rock and roll energy, like a badass vibe. You can wear it with your leather jacket on a night out. It's gonna be perfect, especially in the winter, just because the way woods and balms mix with this vanilla that is spiced up by my favorite cardamom. It is just really delicious. Not in a gourmand way, but like the sexy ambergris really makes sure that it is just carnal and magnetic. If you like darker perfumes, but you would like something twisted, delicious, without being overpowering or annoying, this is such a gorgeous fragrance, and it has been around for a while. So let me know if you're familiar with it. If you're wearing Lune Feline, then you're not holding back, and yeah, why not to go all in on certain occasions? It's just perfect. So this is one of my OG favorites, and this is definitely an unexpected vanilla for sure. Is it hot in here, or probably it's the mix that these fragrances create? And let's go into the animalic direction, because talking about hot fragrances, I just needed to mention those with animalic notes in them. And first of all, I got something that is actually very wearable and interesting from Matt Malek called Civet Cat Chypre. And if you don't think that classical Chypre can be elegant and sexy at the same time, well, you need to check out this perfume. I was so impressed with it. This is where I started exploring Matt Malek's perfumery, because he is really inspired by vintage fragrances, but they are all very twisted and wearable. So it starts off with juicy notes. There is even lavender, which I've never thought is going to be sexy for me personally, because I consider it to be a very old-fashioned note. Don't come for me. I know that so many people love those more, you know, kind of timeless, a little bit barbershop-y style of fougères, but this is Chypre, which means that those bright citruses really melt into mossy, floral, musky base, and there is civet, which is this very animalic note that I feel warms up the composition. It is really well blended and well balanced, so it's not like overloaded with extreme notes. You can still wear it on classy occasions, even like formal events, where you wanna smell put together yet just a little bit wicked, or you know, like where you want to attract people, to make unexpected impression, to turn some heads. With this perfume you'll achieve that, because it is not like your boring old-fashioned type of fragrance. Yeah, it is inspired by Chypre, but I feel civet makes flowers, moss, woods, citruses, herbaceous notes come together in this like perfect symphony. So I really like this, but let's turn up the volume and finally finish off on a really big and bold note. Tyger Tyger by Francesca Bianchi is the last but not least one I wanna talk to you about, and she is like a very talented and I would say Italian artist who creates bold perfumes that always cross the line. Let me know if you're familiar with her style, because it's very particular, slightly vintagey, and she loves animalic notes. So I wanted to mention this one because Tyger Tyger smells to me like sticky honey, a little bit animalic with dark leather, you know, for the complexity. It's her signature note. Some powdery heliotrope on top of white flowers and a touch of oud. So with this perfume you'll command attention. There is no way you'll stay unnoticed with this one, that will just cling on your skin and clothing, stay there and smell great even on the second day, because the sillage of this one is amazing, and it's not a scary fragrance, so it's still really wearable. But I would recommend it if you want to seduce, if you want to attract, if you really want to play with someone. Okay, this perfume will do that in this magnetic warm way. So let me know if you have a great warm hot fragrance where people told you that you smell sexy, or if you have any questions left, I'm here to answer them. So let's chat in the comment section. If you enjoyed, please like, share and subscribe. Shop perfumes with my discounts. Check out the description box down below. I would like if you could request future content, and thank you so much for watching. Follow me on my social media, and we'll see each other in the next one really soon. Bye guys.